Today we're going over how to quickly paint a lily pad. That is correct. You heard it here first. We're going over, well, yeah, you'll see. I pre-painted this canvas in preparation for this stream. And we are going to make this lily pad-tastic. We're going to start with some white paint. Yep, white paint. Super interesting. Grab my paint palette. Oh, knock over light in the process. And yeah, let's get going. Alright. Okay. I did actually grab the wrong white paint. Alright. So I have my paint here, my brush here. I'm grabbing a pretty large brush, actually. We'll do a small one. Okay. So about this size brush. And now I'm going to just approximate the shape of the lily pad and where I want the highlights to be. Okay. Beautiful. Perfect. It needs work. So, the next thing is to blend these highlights. And work your way. This is like a quick how-to, you know, like you just need a lily pad in the background. This works with a much smaller brush, but I'm doing it on a larger scale so you can see what I'm doing. And then bring this brush over here. And bring this here, that there. I wet my brush a little so that it would blend better with the slightly drying paint, because that's how acrylic paint works. This is how to do it with acrylic paint specifically. And it, see? Beautiful. One lily pad. It isn't done. I'm evening out the shape a little bit. This is something that hopefully, if you're doing this at home, you don't have to do. Alright, perfect. It is all set. I'm gonna grab some more of the white paint and do a few more highlights. And grab some water in a spray bottle. I mean, you can make your own. This isn't just water in a spray bottle, but it works like water in a spray bottle, so that's what I call it. Once I figured, I was sitting on it. Alright, spray bottle water. 1 spritz, 2 spritz, 3 spritz. And then that allows me to take the white paint and loosely blend it. Perfect! Now I'm going to grab some light pink paint. Just a little. Gently clean my brush. Like I'm not cleaning it all the way. Is the music too loud? I think it is. Let's turn it down. Especially since I'm actually like giving a how-to today. Perfect. And I'm going to grab some light pink with some white still on the brush and go in the middle range. blend it in with that damp white paint. Alright, and this video will be on YouTube if you wanted to follow along and pause and get in your own flow with it. Now I'm just missing some green, blue, and yellow. So I'm going to grab some blue paint. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of green. I never opened this tube properly. Alright, let's turn that light up so you can see better. Alright, and now I still have pink on that brush, so I'm going to grab a different brush that doesn't have pink on it. Wait, that one does. So I'm going to grab some of that neon green. Go in here. And blend this out with that white. Okay. And then I'm grabbing some dark blue. Doing some waves. These are the like veins of the lily pad. Grabbing more blue. And grabbing some neon yellow. And I'm letting that pink up top kind of dry while I do this. So what I'm doing is I'm blending this blue and this yellow in like a striped formation. And then this is assuming that you're going to paint the water after. Grabbing some more dark blue. Kind of blending it just in interesting ways here. Alright, so the lily pad itself is pretty close to done. Here's how it looks up close. Looks good and variegated. Isn't that the correct term? And this is obviously like for beginners. Or for beginners to learn more specifically. I am inherently using the wrong brush, but I'm hoping that a beginner uses an angled brush like a good beginner does. And then I'm taking some of that neon yellow green that I made on my brush and bringing it around the lily pad. And this needs a little bit more of that dark blue. Now, how to quickly do the lily pad itself. Like, this is if you're trying to speed paint, which I guess I'm trying to do, so enjoy. Alright, cleaning off my brush. Grabbing... Oops, is never something you want to hear. Grabbing some dark blue. And shading this lily pad. The pink is mostly dry, but not enough. So now I'm dragging the color throughout. Nice. Grabbing some more of the light pink and blending it. This looks weird from the angle that it's being painted at. Maybe it just looks weird good from the angle that I'm painting from. Anyway, time to grab some orangey yellow, not neon yellow, so to speak. And a smaller brush, about this big. And we're going to streak this through. Focusing on where the pink is. And this is just to kind of warm up the lighting. Beautiful. And I'm going to keep using this small brush for the rest of it. Grabbing some more of the dark blue, going in here and working those. And now bringing this green up into here. Alright, so this is a very simple way to paint a lily pad, but I think it looks good. This is one of those craft projects for at home. Doing this on a smaller scale also looks better. You know, if you use a smaller brush and you do this a lot smaller, this is the amount of detail you'd want to use. I can show you my small lily pad painting as evidence, but I should have done that at the beginning. So I'm not going to. Alright, so the flower itself looks way better than the lily pad, but I hope you guys enjoy, and if you use this technique, let me know. And if you don't use this technique because it sucks, or if you use this technique and it sucks, also let me know. The spritz bottle is necessary. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed the last 15 minutes of a video.